What happened in your career through school and then into university in the UK that actually led you towards geology? Was there some older geologists that encouraged you that way, or did you have a mentor? Was it a teacher, or was it just a passion for mules and the Sierra Madre?
I think probably none of those things. No, I think really at university I didn't do particularly. Sorry, at school I didn't do particularly well. So
was this in Stoke?
It was, yeah. It was in Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire, and I wasn't much cop at languages, and even worse at maths and physics. So, and they were offering geology as a sixth form option. So since, which was pretty unusual in Britain back then, and still is fairly unusual. So I thought, well, I've screwed up on a number of other subjects, let's try a new one. And I quite liked it, particularly since the guy who was teaching it became ill and we had to cycle out to his house to receive the lessons. So that was an added incentive. And so when I was applying for university, I thought that'd be a good thing to do. And one of my father's friends gave me a book on becoming a geologist or something to that effect. And so I read that and thought, and the travel aspect of it was very appealing as well, because I was always an outdoor kid. So that basically was how I got into it. Then, but I almost lost the whole thing, because I went to university. To university in London, got into London life, which was pretty frenetic in those days, and was sharing an apartment with a couple of guys, another student, and a fellow who was working for McCann Erickson's, the advertising agency, and he was just about to set up his own business, and was taking on new clients, or maybe McCann Erickson's clients that were being taken away from them. So we used to talk a lot about this, and I helped him write some of these ads, and he used to pay me a percentage of the proceeds. So I became quite a rich student. And
it's funded your social life.
Yeah, and a sports car, and a number of other things as well. So I decided, well, this is the life for me. So I applied to McCann Erickson as a trainee copywriter, and got accepted, of course, with these credentials and his support, and was just about ready to take up that job when the results of the first degree came available.
So this is after the third year?
After the third year, that's
yep.
right. About, I don't know, end of July, something like that. And I did substantially better than anyone ever thought I would, including myself. And as a result, got offered the opportunity to do research on a bilateral aid project in the Andes of Chile.
Now, was this then moving, and is perhaps even now common in the UK, you can go straight from an honours degree into a PhD?
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go via a master's if you want to, but this was a job as part of, it was a very junior position as part of this bilateral aid project.
So this is British Chilean government? Yeah.
Well, it was and run through the university that I was attending in London.
Okay.
So and they had a deal with the Chilean Geological Survey.